trade? Sometimes yeah, sometimes no. Doesn't matter what the drawdown is. Sometimes I might be in drawdown for 120 pips. You know, one time I was in drawdown for like 250 pips or 200 pips, and I closed at like 10 pips. But guess what? We still closed at 10 pips. And then the next trade we caught at 10 pips. And then I think the one after we caught 10, 12 or something like that. And then the one after we caught 100, right? So we have those days, yeah. It's not like, I don't go by pips. I go by market. Whatever the market prints me. If it shows me a sign of reversal, then I'll get out. If it does not, then I'll stay in, right? I don't go off of pips though. Pips are relevant to your analysis. If your analysis is based on pips, you have to readjust it, right? Because you have to act and move accordingly to data, not according to what you need or what you prefer. Because the market doesn't know what you need or what you prefer at all, right? It has no idea what you want. It doesn't know who you are. It doesn't know what you got to pay by the end of the month. But you know the markets, right? So why would you put yourself against the markets like that? At the gates. Ah shit, happy birthday, Circle, man. Happy birthday, Circle. Thank you, George. We're at tier 3, tier 1. Always comes the best advice because it's my own advice, right? I'm not repeating shit on the internet. I'm just saying shit that I've been experienced with, right? Did you just swing TP? No, I didn't hit my swing TP. I closed off. I think at like 1850 or 1860, like on Thursday before the drop. Thursday at around like 12 o'clock I closed on IG. All right, yo. What are we gonna do? Oh yeah, analysis. All right, so let's see. Okay, so new month candle. Finally, we don't gotta repeat the same monthly analysis over and over again. So it looks like the monthly here looks like we are closing. Oh shit, you close on September with no bottom wick. Interesting. Okay, interesting. So if you guys take a look here at the monthly candle, right? It looks like you close. I'll say you had a resistance here marked up, right? You had a resistance there marked up, and then you had like a support right around here marked up as well. And it looks like you close right below, which is good. You know, you close below, which indicates that, okay, well, now you do have room to potentially drive further down towards the next support, which is not far away, to be honest. Like, you should be able to tap the next support in this month pretty pretty easily. Your next support is going to be at 18, I think 1820, right? Yeah, 1820-ish. So that's the level you're kind of looking at in terms of the monthly target. You have no top wick on the current candle, you have no bottom wick on the previous candle, which means that, so the previous candle, no bottom wick, means that you have a lower probability to drop down or to continue down because of no bottom wick, means that there's no range, right? And a no top wick indicates that at any given point this month you're gonna create a top wick. So if you're coming down already, there's a high chance you're gonna continue down, and before price flips bullish on the monthly, you're gonna come down to fill the range first, which is 1820, right? So, or anywhere in the support. I think it's a little higher than 1820. Maybe it's like it's maybe like 1820 exactly. So like you should be able to come down, tap 1820 before doing anything else this month. Once you tap 1820, you might see the monthly candle flip bullish or whatever, retrace for a bit, but 1820 should be the ideal target first as you're heading down here towards the next support. And then for the monthly, who knows how it's gonna end? It could end up bullish, it could end up below the range, but preferably if we can just close bearish below the range any given point this month, great. Next month, which is November, should continue to drive further down, but again, it needs to close below, it needs to close below 1820, below that support level to continue further down towards the next support, right? But until then, we don't know how it's gonna close, especially if no bottom wick. Any given point, it could just close bullish for the month or close doji. and it may end up ranging, because like this is a decision level now, right? Price tapped the decision level. It closed bearish, didn't close bearish below the range, right? So this month anything can happen, right? So if you close bullish, then there's a high chance you're stuck in this range now. This new range from maybe like down here to like maybe up here. This is the new range you're in, right? So it's gonna spend some time in this range before making a decision. It might be months, or it might just break out, who knows, right? But November will give us that answer on what it wants to do next. So that's the monthly, right? Again, nothing to I guess we can use the fact that you have no top wick and you had the range for 1825 towards our advantage, but aside from that, nothing we can really do with the monthly aside from looking at the higher time frame bias. Now the weekly looks like we are pretty bearish. Now I think the weekly also no bottom wick obviously too, right? But you close below like this range here. Let's see, you close below, yeah, you close below here. So like you close below this range here at, I think this level is 1862. Again, looking left, you do have clean traffic to the left hand side to come down to fill this range. Again, that range also takes you down towards that monthly target as well. Again, it's like around 1820, right? That's kind of what you're looking at here in that support level. So again, just clean traffic, no bottom wick on the previous weekly, and no top wick on the previous weekly, current weekly as well. Let's see, the daily, yeah, again, same shit, we're bearish. I think the daily looks a lot cleaner though. The daily looks like it closed below here, right? So there's a resistance right around here, and then you have a support right around here next at 1809, right? So that's what the day shows, that you have clean traffic till. I'm just gonna move it here towards like 1819, 1820, because of these levels to the left here, but just minor levels here. You should come down to fill the ranges today by the end of the session. If not today, then tomorrow. But like 1820 should get tapped over next, like very soon. Let's see, so that's the daily, right? If we're coming down, so now it's like, okay, how can we take sells coming down is a question, right? So the 4 count here has about 50 minutes left until it close. The last 3-4 counts have all had no bottom wicks, right? So interesting. What is this? Is that, no, that's a bullish close. This right here, what's that? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll say if we can close below, like I'll say this support here on the 4-hour time frame in about 50 minutes, then the next 4 count should continue to pop down again towards the next support level, which is going to be down here at the 1825 levels, right? Like that's what you're looking at next in the 4-hour time frame here. I prefer if we can close below this 4-hour support, because once you close below, you kind of have a clean range to fill, but you have no top wick. So any given point next candle could retrace for a top wick, and then once it creates that top wick at around like 1842, which is right here, you should be able to come further down towards the next support, from 1842 down towards 1825. But you need to close below 1, and then you need to create the top wick 2 to drive further down. There's a chance that this 4 count could come down before the 4-hour close, but we have to look at the smaller time frame to see what's happening there, because if the smaller time frame shows us signs that's already coming down pre 4-hour close, then we can look for positions prior. So let's take a look here, but I think this is the 4 levels that I got here. Yeah, so 1838 through 11 for the 4-hour time frame should be ideal. You do have clean traffic to 31 here to see. Yeah, 31.222 should be, oh, we tapped it perfectly too. Okay, yeah, it should be a retest of a lowest minimum. 28, yeah, the levels looks pretty good. So yeah, let's see. So when it comes down to the smaller time frame, now it's just about like putting together the time frames and seeing what time frame is the cleanest. In this case, I think today I'm gonna play the smaller time frame structure today, because I'll play the higher time frame structure if the 4 candle closes bearish below that range. But for now, we can play the small time frame structure. It's not too bad. You have a support down here, which I don't know if you're gonna retest, but 32 should retest minimum. I don't know if there's anything to the left I can look at here though. Oh, nice, there is. Yeah, this level looks pretty clean. Pretty clean. Yeah, pretty clean. Okay, there, cool. Then you should have resistance somewhere around here. I'm assuming it's 38. Yeah, it's 38. Yeah, perfect. 38, 36. But you can probably move it up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, right there. Let's see. Valid, valid, valid. Close above, drove. Close above, drove. So could it be here then? Close above, didn't drive. Close above there, drove. Cool. Perfect. What was that? 40? Perfect. So yeah, so this range here right now is pretty tough. I wouldn't be taking sells just yet. For sells, I'll wait for at least 1940 to get tapped. If we can tap 1940, sure. For potential sells to come back down and retest the lows again. Even if you were to drive up, you need liquidity to drive up. So at any given point, this can happen where you have a candle coming down like this, filling the range, and then all of a sudden, that candle looks something like this, right? It starts to flip bullish, and then that's just a bottom wick, right? To retest 35, 32 to continue driving up. But even if you drive up, you got to come down to at least, like I'll say 35, 32 before making that move up to grab liquidity, right? If not, the rebreak our lows. But if so, then I'll take the buys afterwards, right? But until that happens, we can take sales at any given point, just because you haven't created that liquidity yet for us, right? So that's what I kind of got going on here. Let's see. So this is my overall level. I want to see my exact entry though. It may be an area here at 5.2, but let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and add this line here for now. Readjust it. Oh, what is this? 43, 43, 43. Okay, that's pretty valid. 42, 43-ish. Okay, then you have potential. Maybe a pineapple situation. Maybe 1 there and 2 there. It's not too bad. Yeah, what I may do is look for sells at 41,700 and then another position at 43.750 for a pineapple. That would be ideal. Yeah, that's pretty valid. Cool. Yeah, chat. So we can come up to 43. Sure. 40, 41, 43. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Maybe 40, but it depends on structure. Let's see how structure looks here. Because if we start to make higher lows and higher highs like we are right now, let's see how price is making a higher low here. If this thing flips and breaks the highs, then I'm gonna wait for 41 instead. But it looks like, yeah, it did just make a higher low. So we may just get rid of 40 and just have it at 41.700, and then another level at 43.754, second position. All right, but that's kind of what I got going on. But preferably we can just run up here without coming down, tapping like 34 first. That'd be great. So we can grab that move down. But if you do end up coming down towards 34 here off rip, then it might be a little tough to take sells, and we might have to readjust. But for now, we haven't done that yet. So let's see how it plays out here. Like these candles really matter here. But yeah, you have the new ADM candle opening, the 1 hour close bullish, right? So technically speaking, it should continue up, right, for the top wick, but it doesn't mean it'll stay up because there's no bottom wick. Lots of factors that can play in here for the trade. But yeah, man, that's it. That's kind of what I got going on. I didn't trade Asian last night. I didn't trade London. Haven't taken a trade since Friday, so yeah, that's about it, man. We took the sells on Friday, and that's it.